So thank you, Guy, for taking my application into consideration for the job in the digital finance strategy team. I'd like to answer your questions in the context of a recent group project I did where we worked on a company's digital finance strategy.
So, Mads, what role did you assume when you worked within the team?
So in our group project, I naturally took on the role of a team coordinator and mediator. Since we were from different countries, we sometimes faced challenges in communication styles and expectations. But to improve this, I helped set up a WeChat group where we could share updates and quickly get organized with weekly check-ins. And this was directly relevant to our success because it created structure in collaboration, which were essential for delivering a good strategy.
Now, can you give me an example of when you delegated work across the entire team?
So we had to answer 6 questions, and I helped coordinate how we divided the work instead of assigning them randomly. And we matched each task to each person's strengths and interests. For example, I took the competitor analysis because that was an area I was particularly interested in, while one of my group members who worked at Westpac focused on the questions about the influence on product since they had direct insights from their job. And delegating it in this way made the process more efficient and kept our motivation high and allowed us to make the best use of our diverse expertise in the group.
Can you describe how you used your problem-solving skills to benefit the team?
So one of the problems we faced was keeping consistency across our answers. Since each of us worked on different questions, the drafts came out in a very different style and level of details. So to solve this, we created a shared structure in Google Docs where we agreed on the different points and that each question had to get into and the formatting for each question. And in that way, everyone could follow the same template while writing. And this was a simple and achievable way, but it made a big difference because it saved us from having to change sections later. And the benefit for the team was that we could focus on the content while still producing a good strategy that read as a unified report.
Now, how did you handle unexpected changes or challenges?
So we faced 2 unexpected challenges in this group project, and the first one was that one group member didn't have a computer at school, and there was also a significant language barrier. And to be honest, I don't think we handled it as well as we could have, and it also sometimes slowed our progress. So looking back on it, one thing we could have done better was arranging to sit together more often so the member without a computer could have worked alongside us on our computers. And for the language challenges, we could have made better use of translation tools to make sure that all contributions was fully incorporated. While we still managed to complete the product, I think this experience taught me the importance of adapting quickly to such challenges. And next time, I want to focus more on some practical solutions that ensure that everybody can contribute equally from the start.
Have you worked on different types of teams? What was your favorite?
So I have worked on different types of teams before, and this team was very multicultural with members from different countries and background, as mentioned before, and that brought a lot of perspective and creativity, but also created some challenges around communication and coordination. And in contrast, back home in Denmark, I've also worked in teams where there were like more a cultural foundation which made communication smoother and decisions faster, but sometimes also ideas less diverse. So I wouldn't say I prefer one over the other. I think each brings positives and negatives in my opinion.
Thank you for the talk, Mads. We will have a talk amongst ourselves and get back to you.